Good afternoon. Welcome to this segment of The Bridges. I'm your host, Brad Hilbert, president of Three Rivers Wealth Management Group. I'm really happy today to have Veronica Jones, and she's the executive director of Alpha House, a local non-for-profit in the Pittsburgh area. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here today.
So Veronica, for the folks watching this video, give them some background on Alpha House, who you are, what you do.
Alpha House is a residential drug and alcohol treatment facility. We've been in existence since 1971. That gives us quite a bit of a history of over 40 years. We like to think we operate in a firm but loving environment where we practice the therapeutic community model. And within that therapeutic community model, our therapy modality is the cognitive behavioral approach. We are licensed by the Division of Drug and Alcohol Programs through the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to service 30 adults, both men and women, 18 years of age and over.
So 30 at a time, that's your capacity right now. And where do a lot of the folks that come to Alpha House, how do they find you?
Well, because of our history, they find us, unfortunately, generationally. Sometimes we get the children of parents who have gone through our program. However, we also utilize the court system. Allegheny County Jail may stipulate someone to Alpha House for treatment. We also receive clients from attorneys.
Yeah.
Because
something that they've maybe negotiated with the court to help the folks get their clients get the help that they actually need.
You have choices. You can take treatment, or the other option is jail.
Treatment sounds like a good idea when those are the two, right?
Yes, it does. You still get a store night and an activity in there.
Absolutely. How long, if someone enters into the treatment program, typically how long are they with you folks at Alpha House?
We're considered a long-term treatment facility, so that's 6 months.
So this isn't a 2 weeks, okay, I'm good to go and I'm out. This is 6 months. This is almost, I dare say, a reconditioning.
Absolutely.
Of behaviors, moral, kind of the reasons for why they got to where they are.
You're expected to unlearn some of those self-destructive behaviors and reconnect to the behaviors that you had prior to your addiction.
It's not a quick fix.
It is not. But these are also people who have had extensive histories of substance use disorders.
So as we sit here today, and someone's watching this video, I'm guessing there might be some people who are watching this video that maybe themselves have some issues that they've been battling or know someone that has. So certainly reach out to Veronica down at Alpha House if there's someone that you feel really needs a longer term approach, needs to unlearn some of those destructive behaviors. But for the other folks that are watching this, how can they help you? How can they assist Alpha House in their mission? Because I got to tell you, and we talked about this the first time I met you, is my wife and I, we have a lot of history in our families of unfortunately drug and alcohol abuse that's taken their toll, and that's why I have a passion for Alpha House, and why I asked you to come in and do this is to try to help stop that sort of that cycle that we see in families and households. So someone's watching this, how can, if they're passionate about that cause of alcohol and drug abuse, how can they help you?
Well, because Alpha House is physically structured like a house and home, we try to maintain that atmosphere.
I would agree with that. After visiting the home, I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
So lots of the things and items that Alpha House is in need of are very similar to those that anyone would need in their home. We have need for in-kind donations like sofas, TVs, positive activities for the residents, even down to board games when they're having their free time. Let's reconnect them to the activities that they used to participate in prior to
when they were kids.
Yes, and their substance use taking a hold and consuming all of that time in the procurement and using of drugs.
So if you've got, if you're replacing that TV and that TV still works, or you're sitting at home and you're saying, hey, we're redoing the seats, the sofas in the living room, they can certainly throw those on the back of the pickup truck, give you guys a call, come down.
And we will come and get them, coffee tables, lamps. And because our population transitions so much, there is a lot of wear and tear. So these are ongoing needs of the agency.
Bedspread, that kind of mattress, all of it, all the above.
All of those things.
Yeah. So what
one of if I may interrupt you,
That's
I don't
all right.
want to leave out one of our greater needs in line and in keeping with what we're asking for is computers.
Okay.
Because we like to have our residents work on their resumes, refresh their education, build a resume, and job search.
Fortunately and unfortunately, computers are just a part of part of society at this point.
They are.
I mean, it's very difficult to function, quite honestly, without them. I often think back to the fact I used to do this business without a computer, and you wonder kind of how you
ever performed.
How you actually ever did. The other piece to it is you have some projects. I know right now we're scheduling with you a day of caring where we're going to get some volunteers down to the house to work on some of the upkeep, the painting, that sort of thing. But for those folks that are out there that maybe are business owners, contractors, what have you, and are looking to donate, some of the other issues, like for instance, you were talking about you needed some bathrooms to be redone. So if there's folks out there that have that skill set, that's something that you're also looking for, correct?
Right. Our bathrooms, unfortunately,
They're dated.
They are dated.
That's the nicest way.
And we could start somewhere, anywhere with them, one at a time. That's what we tell our residents, one day at a time. We'll take one bathroom at a time.
Absolutely. So, but the point is, if there's carpenters, contractors, plumbers, electricians out there that are inclined to give back and are charitably inclined, this is one way they can certainly do so, is by helping you guys out with some of these projects that you have going on. So other than that, Veronica, thank you so much for coming in today. Thank you for sharing the story of Alpha House.